Hello, hello, good morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on wherever you are in the world and what time you're watching, of course. So thank you so much for passing by my channel, Skin Step Sore with Sam. I'm really excited about this topic. I want to make it short and sweet. I want to edit the least amount possible. But all right, so let me just give you a quick background as to why I came up with this topic and why I thought I should talk about it with you guys, not necessarily the client, but you, right? Because you guys like to have tooth gems applied, so why not directly ask the audience? And then you can share your thoughts on it. And then anyone who's watching who wants to know if tooth gems are for them, then maybe you can help them out with. And like I said, I thought this was just a juicy topic because there might be somebody watching who really wants to get a tooth gem, but doesn't know if it's really gonna be too much for them. And what I am saying to you, if you're watching and you're unsure and you think that it might be something that's a little bit out there for you, I say question your motive. You know, what's stopping you? And that's a personal choice. It's a personal decision. There are things that you obviously have to consider, such as the maintenance and making sure that the person doesn't mess up your enamel. But I'd like all of you, especially for me as somebody who considers myself really into artistry, to consider it as a form of self-expression. It's actually a really beautiful thing, and you can do it as subtle or as blatant as you want. So for example, I had a principal of a school that I actually put 4 tooth gems, and she was quite proper, but I put 4 tooth gems on her, and she's in her 40s, and I put them in a really subtle place. But she even said to me, like, when she really wants to, she'll just do like a exceptional grin, and that's it. She's just like showing them, and I thought that was really really interesting, and I thought it was cool, because for me it's playful, and that's what I'm about. I'm very serious, don't get me wrong, but why I'm an esthetician and why I like to even explore with dance moves as well as just life in general is because I feel like it is colorful. That's my verdict on life. I am a little bit colorful and maybe considered louder, and I'm fine with that. In fact, that's what many people are attracted to about me, because I know how to make things tasteful, but at the same time, I'm gonna be that kind of person who puts a little bling on it. Always been like that, and that's what gets me into this topic today, which is tooth gems and who can wear them, right? So who can wear them? So I actually had somebody who was in an influential position. She was a youth pastor, or is a youth pastor, and he was just so excited. In fact, she was a youth pastor in the music side of things, music ministry, sorry. And she really wanted the tooth gem. And then about 2 weeks later, she said, you know, she didn't want it anymore. And so that led me to kind of think and to go into asking some people what they thought about tooth gems. And I had seen so many different types of people, because I deal with a lot of different backgrounds, ethnicities, races, and all the other things that come along with what make us diverse. I deal with them. I got a lot of compliments from the people, but some of them felt a little bit hesitant to actually have one applied. And I think there are many reasons and factors as to why people do pull back. That's because of, you know, sometimes cultural expectations and wanting to not rock the boat, not to seem too out there. And yeah, so let me get into a little bit of background about the tooth gems and just like culturally how tooth jewelry has been part of humanity. And I'll link in the description box below where I'm getting these sources from. And the article was revelis.com, and this lady, I believe that she is of Western culture, and by Western I mean also her race, Caucasian. She got a bit upset because she felt that Black and Latino people have been wearing tooth jewelry for years, and it's only now that it's okay with like white celebs that it's suddenly fashionable. And in all fairness to her, I do remember when I came to this country and some Black guys weren't even allowed to get into certain bars if they had tooth jewelry. But it's the same as how hopefully we're evolving into like it being okay for people of color to be able to wear hair extensions or locks or all these things that really do derive from cultures that are non-Western. And that got me to thinking, is that why some people may consider it a bit taboo? For example, it's a little bit spicy perhaps, something I'd like to try, not sure. Anyway, so I digress, right? But you get the gist. So anyway, let's get back into also another article that I'm going to link in the description box below, is that an archaeologist in 2016 found 1,600-year-old skeleton of an upper class Mexican. So now if we want to make this not about ratchet culture or ghetto culture, we can delight in the fact that the upper class Mexicans 1,600 years ago were found to have a, what does it say here? A prosthetic tooth made of a green stone called serpentine. And the top front teeth, her top front teeth were encrusted with round pirate stones. Oops, sorry, text. So I guess what I'm saying is cultures forever have been into expressing themselves through tooth jewelry. So the question, are tooth gems, can I get them or can I wear them? I'd say yes. I apologize because the allergies and the pollen right now, everything is just woohoo. But I wanted to be consistent. I haven't done a video in a while. And I just wanted to talk with you. And I knew that this tends to be a topic that people are interested in on my channel anyway. And I love talking about it. So I think I'm going to wrap it up. Oh, no, just before I do, there's one more thing. And that is my tooth gem fell off. So ironically, I did a video about how to remove a tooth gem, and I didn't personally encourage anyone to do it because I love my tooth gem so much. But weirdly enough, I was looking in my rearview mirror and I noticed that it wasn't shining. Diamond came off, but not the actual hole, like the glue thing. So it just looks like dull. I'll see if I can do a close up and I'll show you. I'm not about to do it right now. I'm not sure what's lurking in between these teeth. But I'll take the picture and I'll show you. So you just see like the dull part of the Swarovski, and I'm gonna basically go back to the dentist, have them clean it all up and then apply a new one. Again, I'm sorry, I'm listening to myself in my head and it all sounds kind of gross and nasally. But you guys are going to have to bear with me through the ups and the downs, the good and sometimes the bad, because it's not always rosy. And I thank you if you've got this far into the video. I really do appreciate you for watching. And oopsie, I totally forgot, just in case you want to know what's helping me to keep my teeth really hygienic and clean and white, it's this little lovely rose gold toothbrush. Okay, so I'll put in the description box below a link to it. The only thing that I would say when I compare it to my Philips Sonic toothbrush that I'm not so impressed about is it comes with these wonderful, very lovely toothbrush heads, but they don't have caps on them. And I thought that was strange because I just always like got caps, but it does come with a nice looking case. So I mean, realistically, is that such a deal breaker? No. But anyway, if you are looking for a really cool electronic toothbrush at a good price, and if you just want to support me because I am an Amazon affiliate, so I do get a very small tiny percentage when you purchase anything that I recommended. I did have to mention that because I forgot, but I think it's a very important component to having a tooth gem, and that of course is your hygiene and how you clean it. So hopefully you're seeing value from what I'm sharing with you there. I strongly recommend it, not only because you need to keep the tooth gem and your tooth really clean, but come on, let's face it, can you really go wrong with more pearly whites? I don't think so. I don't think you can go wrong with having whiter teeth, but that's just my opinion. All right, thanks guys, enough plugging, right? And as always guys, thank you so much for watching my channel. It means the world to me. Do not forget to take care of you so that you can show up and be there for the ones that you love the most too. Bye for now. And because I particularly realized that, I realized that